ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy, Nicky D. If you didn't know, it's Nicky D. And I am back with another video today. It's not scripted, and I'm going to start doing scripted videos soon. But this is just my initial reaction to the Micah Parsons trade. Well, not my initial reaction because I've already had that and had time to digest it a little bit. But my initial reaction to the Micah Parsons trade was, oh crap, here we go. The Packers are getting serious now. Before I didn't think they were gearing up for a great season, but now I can see what they're doing. And they're worried that our our play action is too good, and they needed to get a pass rusher in to counteract that. And I understand that, but they got rid of Kenny Clark as well, and I know he had a bad season last season, but I'm thinking that maybe that was a mistake on the Packers' part because he will protect the interior of the line, like the inners. How do I word this? We like to run up the middle a lot, and we have the best running backs for that. And without Kenny Clark, how are they gonna stop the run up the middle? I mean, hell, we'll run the ball 20 times if we have to with each running back if we have to. If the pass action isn't there, then we'll just run the ball down your throat until we can't anymore, So I've had time to digest this a little bit. And yeah, of course, initially I thought, yeah, losing Micah Parsons is bad. It's bad. It's just not good, you know? But at the same time, them gaining Micah Parsons isn't the end all be all. Just because they got him doesn't mean they're going to the Super Bowl or anything like that. So we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, this is a big trade for the North. Our other opponents are probably freaking out, the Bears and Vikings. I freaked out a little bit. Like on the inside, I'm like, man, we got to face Micah Parsons in week 1. But then I thought about it. He's only got a short amount of time to learn the playbook. You know what I mean? He's got a short amount of time to learn the playbook. So he's probably going to be out there for limited snaps. And I don't see him getting a lot of sacks in his first game as a Packer, but I could be wrong. He could get one. I think Hutchinson's going to have the better game because he had more time to prepare for this game going into it. And I just wanted to show you if I can find it. Here it is. Check this out. It's in the inaugural pin that says, I was there for the first game at Ford Field in 2002, which I was not there in 2002, but that's besides the point. This is the inaugural game pin. September 22nd, 2002, Ford Field. And that game was against the Packers. So I thought that was a cool little tidbit to throw in there. I also got this new hat. Pretty cool hat. But anyways, Micah Parsons is a great player, don't get me wrong. Sort of a diva. A defensive diva, if you will. But overall, he's a great player. And I have no doubt that he'll do good for the Green Bay Packers. But that being said, is he good enough to put them over the Lions? I don't think so personally. I do think this puts them in a danger that now they're serious opponents, And the good thing about having serious opponents in your division, especially in your subdivision, if you will, the NFC North, if you will, it makes your team stronger because you have to go against stronger opponents. And since we have a lot of good opponents on our schedule this year, I don't think we're going to do what happened last season and flop in the first round of the playoffs against like the Washington Commanders. The Commies won't beat us this time. We'll be more prepared going into it. And last season we were so injured injuries riddled our defense last season, and I think this season's going to go out. We're going to go out. It's going to be better this season because we won't have all those injuries. Like Hutchinson will be back. So many players are going to be back. It's crazy, you know. I do wish there was a few things like I wish the Lions would go out and get Zadarius Smith already. I would love to have Zadarius Smith on our defensive line. Pair him with Hutchinson because we didn't get to see them paired up last season and see how they can do together. That would be amazing, but I just don't think that's going to happen. I think Brad Holmes is a little too... I don't know. I don't think it's Brad Holmes' problem. I think it's a Zadarius Smith problem. I think Zadarius Smith is holding out, kind of. And I wish he wasn't because, I don't know. I don't know how to think about that whole situation. Zadarius Smith, come home. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, that's the Micah Parsons trade. I think it's overall, like if I'm going to lay it down for you straight and simple, I think it elevates their defense to a top 5 defense, but their offense is still not something that I can take seriously. Josh Jacobs being in the backfield is helpful, but I don't know. I'm not really scared of the Packers too much. In fact, I don't think he's going to be big in like a big factor in our game when it comes down to it, you know, in the first game of the season. I think the Lions got this. Now, it's going to be a tough game now with Micah Parsons possibly playing, but I think overall we are the better team. We are the better team. And we have Jared Goff, who's better than Love, arguably. We had the better running backs, the better wide receivers. Say what you want about Matthew Golden or whatever his name is. Golden is a great receiver coming out of college, but he's a rookie, you know. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket type thing, you know. And that's what they're doing with their rookie, you know, hoping that he's going to carry them in that regard. But I think we have the better wide receivers. I mean, hell, we got Isaac Tesla this season, who's going to be probably our wide receiver 3 or 4 right beneath Khalif Raymond. So, I don't know. I think we have the better O-line, even though our O-line has gotten a little weaker from last season. And then defensively, I still think we are the better defense. I mean, Micah Parsons and Hutch are basically on par. So, I mean, yeah, the injury to Hutch makes a lot of people wonder if he's going to come back at full strength. But I don't really have a fear that he's going to come back bad. I trust Hutch is good to go. I haven't seen it yet, so I have no proof, but I'm pretty sure that Hutch is ready to go. And then we got like Kirby Joseph, who matches well with Xavier McKinney, you know. So, I don't know. I think the Lions got this. The addition to Micah Parsons sucks from a Detroit Lions fan perspective. But overall, I think we are the better team. And we're going to have to go show it in Lambeau Field in the beginning of the season, which is a tough place to play. I'm not going to deny that. And there is a good chance we come out of there with an L. An L or an L. Square. Anyways, I really do truly think that the Lions are the best team in the league this season. I think the Ravens and Bills can give us a run for our money, but that's about it. Sorry, a little stuffy. Yeah. Go Lions! I think this is our season to roar, and we're gonna roar and roar and roar until we can't roar no more. And one pride, Lions Nation, you know what it is. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.